So a lot of you guys are probably going to say I've got glitter on my face, and now to add to that, I'm now going to have cat hair on my face. Hello everyone and welcome to Kimmy's Shrine. So if you're new here, then I do Disney themed videos. So last one I did was actually my Snow White ones. If you've not seen that, please go check that out. And today I thought I'd do Cinderella. Now I have actually mentioned in previous videos that I'm trying to stop doing stuff like hauls and things. So I've done a lot of like high street stuff and Primark stuff. So I'm actually trying to do stuff actually from the shrine. So like I said, last week was the Snow White one, so I thought I'll do Cinderella today. Biscuit, are you going to settle down? What are you doing? So apologies, Biscuit's walking around, so hopefully he'll settle in a minute. So first thing I'm going to talk about, which again I did actually say in my Snow White video, is the I Heart Revolution stuff. So if you're not familiar with I Heart, so basically Revolution is a makeup brand. Again, I'm not sure if it's primarily in the UK or whether they do actually do like any in America, that kind of thing. They do actually team up with Disney quite a lot, so they did actually bring out a range ages ago in the Superdrug stores and obviously on their website to do with makeup. So the first thing I show you is the Cinderella lip gloss. Now with the lip gloss, obviously this is a clear one, so I've actually got on my lips at the moment, but underneath I do actually have my NYX in the colour Pushed Up. So I've actually got that on first, had to wait that dry for like 10 minutes and then put this on my finger because I didn't want to put it on with the wand because I didn't want to tarnish the wand, but just in case any of this did actually transfer. So yeah, so it's a really nice like topper, like I said, it's like quite glittery. It's very more like goldy creamy kind of colour, so it's really nice obviously if you've got like a colour underneath. So this actually lives downstairs on my vanity, so it's something I actually use quite frequently. It's not the best by itself because colour wise it's quite washed out. So I would say it does actually more require a colour to go underneath, and these ears I had this problem with these ears last time because these ears are literally just a reversible one. So I've got Cinderella on one side and Snow White on the other side, so I actually had this problem in my last video, so apologies. But yeah, like I said, this is a nice like topper, but I would suggest having a colour underneath. Now with the other makeup stuff, these are things I do actually generally use just because I read the colours. So this is the first one, which is the highlighter. So when the first original ones came out, all the highlighters were in this kind of heart shape, so obviously it's I Heart Revolution. Since then they've been a bit more like inventive with obviously the pattern. So for example, the Jasmine one I've got is actually got the genie's lamp in it. The Snow White one is actually in the shape of an apple, so they have actually tried changing them a little bit. Now this one I do actually like using, so this one is more of like a pinky kind of colour. I do tend to use these as more eyeshadows, so just in case I want like a little bit of eyeshadow, like a little bit of a highlighter like on my eyes, I do tend to use these more than say like sometimes eyeshadows. But this one is like a really pretty one. Like I said, this one I do actually use quite frequently, so that's why it's downstairs. And then a palette, I do actually, out of all my palettes, this is probably the one I use the most, just because of the colours. I gravitate towards these colours the most. So yeah, so apologies, that is a little bit dirty, because like I said, this is the one I do actually use more frequently. I think I've got like 6, maybe 7 palettes from this range, and this is definitely one that I use just because I love the blues, I love the pinks and the purples. One of my favourite ones is this one here, and I also use this one. I do actually like these as well. So these are the storybook ones that obviously they kind of open up like a story, so you do tend to get like eyeshadows on one side and then bronzers, blushes and highlighters on the other. Again, I have actually used this one. This one is actually different to this one, so this one's a little bit more kind of grey icy kind of colour, whereas this one's got a little bit more pink to it, so I do tend to use them. But yeah, like I said, this is definitely well loved. This is definitely one, if you ever questioned whether I use any of my stuff, this is proof that I do actually use it. Again, I've got every intention of using this, just not got around to it. So this is the Mad Beauty bath jelly, so this is strawberry and it's got Cinderella on there. So I did actually do a whole video because I got this from Boots in the sale, so I did actually do a whole video just after Christmas on these. In some stores they still are available, but because this obviously is Mad Beauty, you can actually just go to the Mad Beauty website as well. So any of this stuff that's like Mad Beauty, you can either get in Boots, Superdrug, as well as the website as well. So I personally say that's like the best thing to do if obviously your store doesn't do them, just go on the websites. But yeah, no, I just really like these like actual the jellies. I never thought I was kind of like a jelly bath person. I always prefer like lotions and liquids and stuff. So when I first got these, which I'm still getting through my Dumbo one, which I mentioned in my last video, that I just, for one, it takes a long time to get through, which is kind of a good thing, but two, I just never thought that's kind of thing that I would enjoy like using. I always thought like, I don't know, in my mind I always thought that the lotions were the best ways to go. Right, so another thing that I do is a Tokyo Kawaii subscription. I really like the fact that you obviously get like really unique stuff and stuff that's got the characters on it, but they're kind of drawn in a different style. There's like a little notebook I've got. If I remember rightly, I think I actually got 3 in the set. I can't remember what the other 3 are. Like, it's been a while since I've done my Tokyo Kawaii subscription, so I'm trying to remember what it was, but I definitely know you got other characters as well, so I'm pretty sure it was like 3 in a set. So this is really nice on the basis that obviously the actual picture itself is just a really nice picture of Cinderella. Like I said, it's not drawn in the traditional way, and that's what I like about this subscription, is the basis that it's stuff that I can use, because I do purposely ask for things that I can actually use around the house, and actually, you know, rather than just sat in the shrine, I do like stuff that, if you know, believe me, I can actually use it. But I also like the fact that it's actually drawn in a different way. So it's like a little notebook. So obviously one side has got the picture from the front, and then the other side is just plain paper, so it's just all the way through that way. The subscription that I do is actually some items from the store and then some items from the park. So this doesn't, so this one actually does say it's actually from the resort, so that's the one that I personally do. Obviously there's other versions you can get, so I do actually have like a whole playlist on it, so just in case something you're interested in. But yeah, I just want to show you that's the kind of things that you can get, so just in case you're like, oh, I'm not sure about it, you can do it as a one-off. But like I said, you can request certain characters and certain things. So again, mentioned this in quite a few videos recently, that Disney have kind of done this kind of time to shine kind of range from the princesses. So one of the things I actually got from Poundland was actually this one here, which is an eye mask, or like a sleep mask. Again, I really like the style. Like, that's one of the reasons that I kind of picked this up, because again, like with Snow White, Cinderella is not really like my favorite character. Again, I just don't gravitate towards her. Nothing wrong with her. I have nothing like against Cinderella as a character. It's just not a character that I gravitate towards. But again, I just really like this version of her. It's really good because it's obviously Cinderella more when she's kind of Cinderella more so than a princess. So it's kind of one of those.
Sorry.
It's fine. So it's kind of one of those like designs you don't tend to see her in much, because you tend to see her more in her like ball gown dress. So another reason I wanted this one was the basis of that it's actually her waking up, so it's kind of like a character like version of her you don't tend to see. So the last one is, I do tend to go to charity shops quite a bit with my mum. So one of the things that I did actually do a couple weeks ago, and I also did before Christmas, is go to charity shops. And I actually found this. So unfortunately it doesn't actually say what charity it's from, it just says that it's £3, and I thought that's actually quite good for what it is, because it actually does seem like in good condition. So as much as I love going on eBay, I do actually like to go in charity shops as well. I try and do my bit as if I can. I do tend to do more like animal based ones, that's just my preference. Obviously I know everyone's different. So I do go to Poole quite often with my mum, and we do go around quite a lot of the charity shops, but there's certain ones that I definitely want to go in. Like I said, RSPCA or Cats Protection, they're the ones that I personally like to go to. But yeah, I just thought this was really good condition. Again, I was like, I don't really like Cinderella that much, but when I saw this, I couldn't resist, especially for £3 as well. So if you're like in the hunt for obviously like presents, and you try and do stuff on a budget, like you've got like birthdays or just anniversaries or anything coming up, and you just want to try and get something, I always think going to charity shops is quite a nice way of doing it, because you're kind of giving something back, but then you can get stuff that's actually good quality. So yeah, so apologies if that was a short video. I'm trying to say some short ones as well as some long ones, see if you know which ones you guys like. So let me know down below if you prefer videos that are more like 10 minutes long, or do you prefer ones that are more like 20 minutes long, or even like half an hour. Like, what kind of length of videos do you like? So I'm trying to like mix it up to see what you guys kind of like, because I don't know if I do too many say long videos, and when you guys look at it you're thinking, oh, it's a bit too long. So I thought if I try and do more shorter ones, see if you guys kind of like it. But my next one hopefully would actually be my mystery minis, because I've been wanting to do mystery mini ones for a while. But yeah, so like I said, like and subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys next time. Later days.